I just got update 2020.48.12.1. Just came in, and we're out today to see if we got any improvements on the driving ability. Now, I want to just take a minute beforehand and thank you guys so much for continuing to watch my channel. I know I don't have the rewrite, but we all have this update still. So this is still all relevant to us. I know it's not as exciting as what's coming, and we'll get into that when that stuff comes. A fellow YouTuber of mine did get that update, and I know he's just destroying me now because he's getting all the views on that. But you know what? We still got this update, so we're still going to track each one as they come and see what kind of improvements we can find. Now, there was nothing in the release notes, so we're not going to go through any of that. What I want to know is, does it drive better? Is it make some improvements over some of the last drives that we've done? And that's what we're going to be out checking today. And I've got a really great road in mind. We're to the road now, so as soon as I get through this light, we're gonna put it into autopilot. And the course is gonna start like this. I'm gonna come down here, turn right on this road. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's a road I can put it in autopilot on. And then we'll continue down the rest of the way down here. Now, what I mean by that is I hope I can put it in autopilot. Here goes autopilot. Is that, you know, sometimes roads don't let you, you know, look at this guy, he's way over the line. You know, sometimes they don't let you. Sometimes what happens is you get in this position where you're like, there's no lines on the sides of the roads to get it turned on. Sometimes it requires it. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Oftentimes you need to have a good line of sight and see both lines to get it in autopilot, and then afterwards it can lose the lines and be just fine. But it usually has to have them there to start off. Sometimes you don't have to have it on the right side, but you usually have to have them on the inside lane. So that does help. So we're gonna go through this light here, and we can make it through this light because we are following another car, what they call tracking, who also went through the light. Okay, I think this is the turn right here. See, this is gonna be an example of a road that is not going to allow me, yeah, this ain't going to work. So here we're coming up to a roundabout, and you know, it's always fun to go through these. I know that I get these comments from people. So I just hit the accelerator. Is this car gonna go? Let's see where this thing takes us. Whoa. Oh man, I thought it was gonna do it. Oh, I thought it was gonna do it. That's the furthest I've ever gone through that roundabout. was that right there. That's the furthest I've ever gone. That's pretty cool. I mean, certainly didn't go through the roundabout. It more or less just went straight and happened not to hit something. But, you know, at least the car knew it was in a situation that it needed help with. And that's one thing that this autopilot and the Tesla just has no issue with, is letting you know when it's ready for you to take over. You know, and that's a good thing. That's we need to know that it's not going to be like that one friend that just thinks that it knows everything, you know, and like you know that they don't, and you hate being around them because they never admit they're wrong. Tesla does not have that issue. It admits it's wrong all the time. So I tapped accelerator to go. There's the accelerator right there button. Let's go see what happens here again. Okay, turn, baby, turn. Come on, come on. Ah. So I have heard that in the rewrite that they are doing some of those, but again, I have not watched even 1 second of the rewrite on anyone's channel. At first, I was like a pity party. I was like, oh, screw it. If I don't get it, then I'm not going to watch it. That lasted about 30 seconds. Then I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch it because I want it to be as fresh as possible when I get that update. I want to be first-time reactions when I'm doing it with you guys. The first time I'm going to experience it is when I'm driving with you guys to do this. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. It's just, you know, when is it going to be there? So in the meantime, we're going to keep testing out these autopilot and out here on the ones that most of us have, because this is still the world that we all are in right now. And we're going to just, you know, we're just going to see the improvements that we have along the way. I mean, that's kind of like a fantasy thing for me right now, the idea that there's another rewrite out there, because, you know, most of us don't have that. So here's another speed limit sign. If you're new, the car is now reading it. But again, I've got to come in here and actually tell it to go faster. Now, if it was lower than the speed I was on, let's say I was going 45 and that said 30, it would drop me down to 35, because that's a speed limit plus 5. So here we got a nice little turn coming around. Let's let the car do its thing. We want it to stay nice and centered on this road, and you can see it's centering itself absolutely perfectly. We're going to take a left up here because I found that this right here looks like some really nice S-turns right there, or not S-turns, I don't know what you call those, just like waves. It's like a nice little wave. I think that might be a nice little test to see how well Autopilot's going to handle some of these corners. I will say this though, that it is handling it better. I was on this road with one of my last videos where we were testing out the last update, and it didn't handle these kind of sweeping wavy turns as well as it is right now. It was really hugging that center line, and I feel like it's doing a lot better now. Now here's a person walking up here on the side of the road. Let's just take a look here and just see if it recognizes it. Do they pick that person out? No, they do not. This is good. Okay, so here it looks like a great road, 45 miles an hour, so we're getting some decent speed. We're gonna let these people go in front of us here, and then we're gonna lock it in. And we're gonna see what we can see. So this will be good because we can test it while tracking as well the car in front. So that should help a little bit more with the steering. So we're set at 5 over the speed limit. So this is about where you would, a lot of people drive. I usually drive about 5 over max, the speed limit. And I have to say that because, we're on YouTube here. And so we're just gonna see. So we got, again, a couple of these sweeps here. And last time I went through one of these, I wasn't following someone else. They were behind me, and I felt kind of bad because we were like, I was doing some weird stuff with them behind me. But this should be a good test for Autopilot because 45 miles an hour is a nice speed limit for making these turns. They're not giving us a slow down sign here. They're not saying that we need to go slow around this corner. But so it should handle it just fine. I just want to see how exactly it's reacting to this. Like when it went into this corner, it started hugging the center line, which is what it should do, so it gives it more room around the corner. But look at that. It's handling these just nice and perfectly. A little bit jerky on the accelerator there, because as it goes downhill, the regenerative braking kicks in even more than it does if we were going this speed and took the brake off or took the accelerator off, foot off the accelerator. And so sometimes it can be a little bit more jerky when you're turning and going downhill. But this is great. This is a really great test actually for this because it's a nice road. There's nothing really straight. It has to keep itself in its line. Now, if this was a light, it would drive us straight through as when these cars went through. But because it's not, I've got to let it go up to it. So it's going up to it, doing its own stop right now. I'm going to tap the accelerator, and it's going to go through by itself. So it won't go through the intersection. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? I didn't know it wouldn't go through that intersection without me holding it and steering it through that. I thought it would still go through it. I know that the lines disappeared, but we go through intersections all the time where the lines have disappeared, just going straight like that. But maybe it's because of the stop sign that it made that change different. So here's a really sharp left turn. This is the one I'm really kind of excited about to see what it does. And we are slowing down. Okay. I wonder why that was different. Look at how it's handling this. Does it now slow down? Is this a thing? I've wondered as I've started this drive if that was actually the case. That was perfect. I wonder what it takes though, because like this corner, holy smokes, was just too fast. You saw me get right up on that center line there. Does it slow down now on corners? So this isn't the corner, but this is another one coming back the other direction. We're going 5 over the speed limit here. Ah, man. Wow, that hit that aggressively, but I didn't help it. You didn't see the blue lines go away. That was still all the car handling that. Again, we are going 5 faster than the speed limit. Okay, whoa, slammed on the brakes there. That was a pretty substantial brake check right there. Or, that might actually not have been a brake check. That might have just been the car really unsure of what was happening because it wasn't as aggressive as usual. But here's a corner again. Oh, this makes me nervous. We're going so fast. But okay, here we go again. This is the corner we're coming back up to. And it is slowing down again. So this is all the car doing this. You can tell. If I touched the brake at all, it would have turned this blue steering wheel back to gray. So when it slows down, it handles corners beautifully. Now, there is a road right here that I found that trails along the Green River, and it's got all kinds of zigzags on it, which I think would be a great test to see how well this update changes it. Because now I'm curious. Now I am wondering if it actually does, in fact, stop for or slow down for corners. So let's get down to that road and try it. All right, here we go. Now I have a feeling that this is going to be a road we're going to often use to test Autopilot on with all these lines. It's called the Green Valley Road if you're from around here. We got it locked at 5 over the speed limit, about what we would be driving regularly. And this looks like it's going to be a great auto test road. So here we go. Let's get this going. The first thing coming up here is going to be a sweeping turn to the right. Both hands ready. We've got a good lock on the lines. The car's going at the max speed right now, but we've got a pretty sharp corner coming up here on the left. And so I would say it's not 90-degree turn, but it's pretty close. So it's not slowing down. It's still going 40, but you know what? It handled it fine, so maybe it didn't need to. Coming up here is another pretty sharp turn. This time there's no arrows on it, so maybe it's not quite as sharp, but the road's got a lot of dips and like where roots have sunk and the road's kind of needs some repair. Here's a 90-degree turn coming up, according to these drawings here. Let's see how it handles this. And we're once again going to be turning to the left. We got a bridge right here, so it's going to be narrow. And let's see how we got cars coming. We've got a loss of lane. Oh, that was so good. Oh my gosh, that was very nice, very nice. Okay, so we got another right hand. Look at this, we're slowing down, guys. We are slowing down. We have a max at 40 miles an hour and we're going down 37. Beautifully done, Tesla. Stayed in the lanes, got close on the side. It looks like it looks over here like it did go over the line, but I'm watching on the real life and it didn't. It didn't cross the line with the car here. So we got like barrier right there, fence right there. We got light posts sticking way over. Lots of opportunities to make the car brake check. Like that last lamp post was actually leaning over the road, but it did. Okay, here's another 90-degree turn. Let's just see what happens here. Super sharp turn coming up, suggesting 30 miles an hour. Maybe it's not 90 degree, but it's pretty steep looking. And the car is going to slow down. Okay, it slowed down. It slowed itself down. Didn't like what it was doing. Good. That was great. That was great. What's coming up here? So this has been a very successful drive. I've been really happy with this drive so far. We got some pretty steep stuff coming up here, so that should be a nice little test there as well. It's having me tap the wheel probably every 3 to 10 seconds. And the reason why this keeps popping up saying restricted to 40 miles per hour is because when it's telling me to touch the wheel, I'm just rolling this. That's one of the ways you can get rid of the, touch the wheel button like this. You can just roll it instead of actually putting pressure on the wheel. And the reason why I'm not putting pressure on the wheel like it's asking me to is because I don't want to accidentally turn off autopilot. Now here's a sharp corner coming up here. We're not slowing down for it. Yes, we are. At the very last second, what's it do? What's it do? Oh, oh man, that was a quick decision on its part. I mean, they had about a foot of room on the side of the road before those bridge guardrails. The car came in the corner, slammed on the brakes about 3 miles per hour, and took it nicely around the corner. It felt a little bit awkward, but the car handled it just fine. About as same as like maybe a passenger would who was a little bit shocked at how a corner that came up they didn't see or something. Man, there's some beautiful homes and properties out here. Oh my word, just so nice. So we got the sharp one coming up here soon. So we're going to be turning right here, 30 miles an hour corner again. So it's only 5 miles an hour less than it's predicted to be, or the set time speed. Man, I can't get my words right. And then we're going to take the sharp left up here. It's going to be kind of a blind sharp too. It's going to come around the corner and then it's going to turn. Maybe not real blind. Okay, here we go. This one's suggesting 25 miles an hour. So this is a real sharp one. So far, we're not slowing down. Okay, now here we go. We are now slowing down. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at it. Perfection. Wow, that is good. And then the sharpest turn that we've had yet is coming up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this does here. So far, the car is handling this pretty well. We've gotten close in the center line a few times, but then again, so would any other driver coming through this road. This is a very tight corner, windy road. It's probably my favorite one I've ever driven on, to be honest with you. It is so beautiful out here. I need to look for a house out here. So we passed a few cars, all been fine. Here comes a little bit of a turn to the left. The car slows down again. Only 2 miles an hour this time, which is all it needs. I feel very comfortable. I don't feel like I'm being thrown around. Ooh, this one's even got a flashing light. 20 miles per hour it is. So we're not going the max speed. Okay, I'm gonna acknowledge that. We're starting to slow down for this. Let's see how slow we go. The flashing light, I think, kind of messed with it a little bit. But we are only going 37. Okay, we're slowing down more. I can feel it. 33, 32. Yes. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh. Nailed it. A little bit over here. Little bit over there. But I felt comfortable. In real life, we didn't actually go on there. Oh, look at this. That's super cool. We're going under this big tree. This is amazing. I'm so impressed right now with the car. There's been no brake checks. It's handled these corners so much better than when we just tested just the other day. I'm extremely impressed. I hope you guys are too. If you don't have this update, when you update it, send me some feedback if you've noticed a difference, because you guys have heard me in the last 3 or 4 videos. I've been kind of like, Autopilot's been a little bit scary. It's not handling turns very well. I think you guys would agree that there's been some updates, even though it didn't seem like it with this one, that it's nailed it, because we test roads like this on every update, no matter how small they are, and you do notice the changes, and it's still driving me now just fine through this gorgeous road. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all these videos that we're making. Make sure to hit that like button for me. I really appreciate that. And if you guys have good videos that you've captured with your dash cam, please send them to me. I'm gonna start doing a blooper reel, and we're gonna start voting on whose videos, you know, who was the funniest video, the craziest video that we saw. So my email is right down below. It's just fairxc@gmail.com. Send me those videos, and you might see it up here on the channel. That's it for this one, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend, and see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If you haven't already, make sure and subscribe. We've got lots of videos we're always working on, and if you like this video, you're gonna like the ones coming. Now don't forget, if you want to ask me questions and be part of a chat where you can learn about your Tesla, gain confidence, don't forget to check out our Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can have access to all my videos, all archived right there for you, as well as listen in to some of the conversations that we're having there on the channel. And of course, there is a tier higher to enter into the conversation. I've also added in there a whole page of all the accessories that I recommend and have reviewed on this channel, as well as a description about what my likes and dislikes are of the product and if I still use them today. Well, that's my little sales pitch. I hope to see you on Patreon.